Hey, hey, I'm actually live and it's actually doing this late. Everybody's asleep in my house at this present time, and I know I should be at this hour. You may be asleep as well, but I promised myself I would stay consistent and doing a weekend update on Fridays. And today was busy, and it's been a very emotional, busy week. So I'm trying to keep true to it. So it is midnight going into Saturday morning, and I will be brief, but I had to share a little bit of information because there's a reason why I'm having a little bit of trouble sleeping, and it has to do with um, Fair Housing Week. Had a very interesting week this week. Shout out to Ferticia Woods and NARAB for representing at the MTAR luncheon. Very powerful presentation. But I also had a chance to introduce uh, THDA and talking about minority home ownership. I want to share a little bit of that, and that's kind of why I'm up right now. So I'm going to share a little bit of that particular presentation with you guys, and before we shut it down today. And for has anybody ever worked with a first-time home buyer? Yes. Okay. So do you guys know what you do? I mean,
Now we're winging it.
hey, we're all winging it because things can be crazy, you know. That's been a passion of mine. I am low moderate. I came up in a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 750 square foot mansion. Mansion. My address growing up was 1014 South Douglas, Nashville, Tennessee. If you go and look at that property now, it's showing about 1.3 million. So I did truly grow up in a mansion. Okay. But that's what I asked. Do you know what you do? That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. We are really a lot of times we don't get acknowledgement. We talk about acknowledgement, right? We don't get acknowledgement for what we actually do. Okay. We help families get a piece of a possibility. You know, we help them get access to things. Every time we help that first time home buyer, it's not the dog in the yard, it's not their color paint on the wall. It is being able to take a family, put them in a home, and in 9 years, like we did on this class, I was simulating rent versus buy, and in 9 y'all seen my little simulation. In 9 years, they were getting $118,000 worth of equity. Okay, so again, the goal, one of the major benefits of ownership is being able to build equity. That's very important to help a family get stabilized and continue to grow and be able to achieve things, pass it on through generations. So we know that, but there's a disturbing fact that was shared with us, and it's things that we know, but I have to share a piece of this interview right now. And again, the reason why I'm up working, about to send a pre-approval letter out, uh, just because, man, we got some work to do. Check this out.
In the last 10 years, which group has homeownership rate decreased the most? Everybody say A, B, C, or D at the same time. Ready, set, go.
C.
C. All right. That is the correct answer. For our Black community, homeownership rate has decreased the most. In fact, in the last decade or so, it has gone back down to close to where homeownership for our Black communities was before the institution of fair housing laws. That's a really startling situation, right? And so we continue here. The homeownership rate for which group has increased the most over the last 10 years? 1, 2, 3.
D.
D, our Asian community, is in fact the answer to this question. When we're talking about minority home ownership, now this is some startling information for me as well. While the U.S. homeownership rate has increased to 65% in 2021, the rate among Black Americans lags significantly to 44%, has only increased 0.4% in the last 10 years, and is nearly 29 percentage points less than white Americans. Black homeowners and renters are more cost burdened than any other racial group. Less than 10% of black renters can afford to buy the typical home.
A bit of a hard pause right there. A bit of a hard pause right there. I'm about to jump off of here. I'm still working because we got work to do. I believe in equal housing for everybody. I love working with all clients, but definitely got some work to do in all the minority communities. And I'm proud to represent a company that is making some changes in some products that we will be announcing shortly, designed to better impact the communities, all communities. And I hope you guys have a good night. And until next week.